Hey, everybody, smash the like button.
Yo, GM fam, hope you're doing all right. Welcome to the show. It's Web3 Breakfast. As you know, my name is Jay Chains, and I'm having a little trouble with the space, man. It did it again. It did it again. When I launched the space, it doesn't want to go, so we're going to have to refresh. But that is all right. That doesn't matter. We're going to get some folks in here. We are doing builders and bags today. It's a community crypto conversation. It doesn't matter what chain you like. It doesn't matter if you like crypto. It doesn't matter if you like NFTs. The whole point is to just talk about what floats your boat in crypto right now. What excites you? What are you into? What are you learning? What are you building? What are you doing in crypto right now? Because we are about to hit center stage, baby. I know it's a little bit of a dip today. Some things are up. Some things are down. Sui seems to be crushing it still. For whatever reason, when everything was down this morning, I was up early looking at TradingView, looking at the charts. You know, definitely a correction day. So maybe people are buying stuff. Maybe you're buying some crypto. If you are, make sure. I see a lot of people watching the show already. Make sure you guys tap in. Hey, listen, you can definitely chill and listen to the live stream. If you do, you got to make sure that you smash the like button. And if you are watching on X, you got to make sure you tag some friends, repost the video, do all that stuff. But if you are listening and you're just like, wait a second, I would like to be a part of the conversation today, come on to the Twitter, come on to the stage, raise your hand, do the things you got to do. We're going to have a good time. Mike, the Modern Canadian, and Mike Lowry, both guys in the space. Can you just give me a thumbs up that you can hear me? I know that yesterday we had an issue, and I just want to make sure. And Mike Lowry saying, smash the like button over on the YouTubes. There it is. That's the guy winning the gold medal day after day these days. He is our gold medal winner. Can't tell you enough. One of these days, all those gold medals are going to mean something, right? Right now, it's just social currency, but at some point, bigger. It will be bigger. But appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much again. My name is Jay Chains. This is Web3 Breakfast. We are going to be doing a community show today. Builders and oh shit, my guy Ken Broken coming in here. What is up? I know it's early for you in Vegas, my brother, but we got a lot to talk about because you got a lot going on with the club. I think you guys are doing your grand opening very soon. Super excited to learn. If you want to come up, just raise your hand at any point. I will invite you to speak. You are more than welcome to. Mike, the Modern Canadian, you as well. You know what? Yesterday worked out really well having you as the co-host. I'm going to invite that to you again today. If you'd like it, please accept. If you can't do that, no problem. I totally understand. We'll get this thing going. But all right, let's do this. I am going to pull up my trading view, and we can take a look at. Darn it! I don't have it saved on here. I'm gonna have to. I got to get my keyboard. Sorry, guys. I try to run this thing with just the mouse pad, but sometimes we need some keys. All right, so let's go trading view. What's up, Mike?
Yo, GM, we're just chilling at work, having a coffee. There's like nobody here. Like everyone's sick or like on vacation, so I'm just chilling in the office.
There it is. You working on anything fun today, or?
Yeah, man. Today is the episode number 2 of me and Mikkel's podcast tonight, actually. So I was on the weekend. I was doing all the graphics and all the fun stuff to make it look pretty.
Nice. All right, I am. All right, now I got the.
Yes.
We can share the screen because we got the thing up where.
How about this little dipski?
You buy anything on the dip?
I don't think the dip's over, so I'm gonna sit on my hands a little bit. But I will be buying once I feel like this dip is kind of finished. Right now, the momentum on the daily, like we're just starting to come down on the RSI and everything. So I want to give that time to reset.
I like that. I feel like there's a couple messages that I was looking at yesterday and some people talking you really think about, where we are, specifically, with being crypto week in DC, a lot of regulation, a lot of clarity that may come out of this. I would be cautiously optimistic as well, right? I think CPI numbers came in, inflation is a little bit higher, right? It came in higher than anticipated. It's just a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think it was like 2.7%. But I part of me still feels that they're going to say, we're going to hold the rates again, and everyone's getting too overly bullish right now. Like, I think we're going to go fast and furious pretty soon, but maybe we cool off a bit, kind of go sideways a bit. Like, we find like the dip will stop, and then we'll make some sort of pattern, and then we'll go sideways for a bit. Maybe that's where altcoins start to make some moves up a little bit, and then until Bitcoin likes to consolidate for a while before its next move up. It always does this. It always has this long ass consolidation. So maybe the altcoins start to do their thing now.
Not a terrible idea. Let's see. We got Bitcoin. Let me share with this one, you guys, instead. We'll swap over so you can see a full screen. We'll actually make it full screen right here. All right, so we've got the Bitcoin chart, and we're looking at futures over on Femex, obviously. Yeah, definitely took a little bit of a correction today. Where did this thing come down to? It was like 116, back up to 118. If you look at some of the VWAPs, and we got the leapfrog indicator that we like to run. This thing, the VWAPs definitely act like a magnet. Especially between the daily and the previous daily. But there's other things like the weekly, the previous weekly, the month to date, quarterly, all that stuff. And there are some opportunities for really to be paying attention to the VWAPs, because again, it acts like a magnet. And when you see this thing start running up too high, you get a really good indicator of potentially where this thing may come down to. Like now, for example, the previous week to date for Bitcoin, 115, somewhere around there, right? I'm sitting across the room. I don't quite have this thing lined up, but I would say potentially if we see this thing come down, the previous week to date at 1515, or you've even got the month to date VWAP at 112. I mean, these things come down here, even if it's just a wick down. You just day after day, you see the activity is it's pretty clear how the VWAPs play some pretty good structure. I know that there's a lot of people that love the moving average, specifically with the 200-day, right? I think there's a lot of people talking about how the 200-day is really calling some of the shots right now, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not an RSI guy, but maybe I should be, or an EMA guy. But
I follow the life revision because that's only what I've been taught so far. But you know what? It's funny. Like I've heard a lot of these indicators are very similar. They actually trade basically the same way. They're all kind of built into one. But you know what? You just gotta find what works for you. Like you see, everyone sees a chart differently, and you gotta find the time frame that works for you. Like I like the 4 hour, the daily, and the 1 hour. Like I find I can understand what the hell I'm seeing on those time frames. But some people will watch the 7 minute or the 5 minute or the 2 hour. Like everybody has something that works for them, and you just gotta find the system that works for you.
I mean, that it literally is one of the most important things, is because you and I could be trading the same coins, but the trading style is so different that we have completely different outcomes. And we know emotion is one of those things that tends to get in the way for most people in trading. Now, I'm definitely looking forward to some AI stuff. I was talking to some of the folks, and let's start talking about some of the things that we're looking at, or maybe even interested in, right? Because unequivocally, I'm an Ondo guy as far as where I put my chips for tokenization. Also, when it comes to tokenization, VeChain is playing a role in that too. But VeChain to me it's a completely separate world and entity, and why it's important to me. But some of the other things, again, so you guys know those two things. I'm like an Ondo and a VeChain with 50-50 maxi right. But I've been talking to, if you guys know who Gary on Sol is, they're coming out with a stacker agent. And I feel like, this is something that a lot of people really put a lot of effort and emphasis into building because of the passive income nature that could come from an AI agent, something like that. And so that's something I want to look. I want to get them on the show. We got a busy week the rest of the week though with this show as far as guests go. really quick before we go any farther. Tomorrow we got Cleanify, part of the VBetterDAO, and on Thursday we got Mugshot, part of the VBetterDAO. So we're gonna kick the activity up hard the rest of this week, and then keep talking to these projects, man, because I think there is something so important about the real world application of this, but really the relatability to it, right? And you guys have heard me tell my story about getting my wife into, after so many years, I finally got my wife into crypto, and it's because it was the VBetterDAO. It was, it was the scoop up. It was go picking up our dog's feces after a walk. You can earn some pretty good coins for that. Doing the mugshot, doing the bubbles. We're going to integrate a lot more in our family life. And so those are some of the things that I'm looking at. But I want to hear from you guys, some of the more rare stuff. I know we love our Bitcoin and we love our big coins. What are some of the small things you like? Mike, you want to look at that?
Well, one thing that I'm liking, I've been kind of exploring is the social aspect of like the arena. You can stake your arena tokens, make 20% yield. I You know what? Like there's a bunch of coins. Everybody makes their own coin, and I'm not gonna say one coin is better than the other. But what I do like is the idea that you can have a community on there, and if your community grows and everything like that, you can monetize it. And monetizing your community, like if you guys know Raul Pauly talks about that. Like just imagine like Taylor Swift, for example. I always think of this because like Taylor Swift's economy itself, when she goes to cities, she literally raises the GDP of the city because her community brings up so much purchasing power and all that kind of stuff when she goes over there and how many people go visit. Imagine bringing that to the blockchain and having a really broad and big community and being able to monetize that, and everybody gets rewarded through either your token or get buying your tickets or staking the tokens that you have. Like I think that's going to be the future of like all communities, all social media, all influencers are going to have some sort of aspect of that, and you're not withhold it to like YouTube, TikTok, or X, whatever, to pay you. Like you can, you're monetizing yourself.
Do you think that, because so far, again, I know that the arena has kind of rebooted. My experience with the arena in the beginning was really good, but then, like play to earn games or, when interest kind of wanes, like, the whole idea of the reward structure goes way down. All of a sudden it turned into people just literally begging for AVAX and begging for tips. And it was kind of a joke, right? And so my experience with SocialFi has been a mixed bag, but I don't think that it's dead in the water. I think, again, some of these platforms are going to have a really hard time competing with X. Like when X brings payments and money and all that stuff over, I know that the idea of getting monetized on X is a little bit more challenging. You got to have 5 million impressions in 3 months. And, there's some things where, you got to have so much from verified users or however it works. To me, it's...
I totally agree with you on that.
What's that?
Sorry. I was just going to say, I totally agree with you on that. Like some people, like I was just actually scrolling the timeline on Arena today, and like all I see is people talking about token. They're not begging for AVAX, but they're talking about their token. They're talking about this token or this person. I'm like, this is never going to survive unless we have content that's not just financialized. Like TikTok has comedy. Like there's so many different avenues that you go to TikTok or YouTube or whatever. There's a broad amount of like content. And we need to, and this is the same thing with gaming. This is why I think a lot of play to earn games fail. When you financialize something, it totally changes people's behavior. And you need to focus on, for games, making them fun first and forget about the financial aspect later. And for this, I think you need to make content, all kinds of content, because it can't just be this token or this token or this meme coin or whatever, because it'll never survive because the hype will die down eventually.
That's 100% fact. And, we'll see how it goes. And I hope, anybody that's participating on any of these platforms that it works for you. I think, you get to that point where, the content's really not what you're looking for. But I feel like there will be, whether it's a platform that breaks the mold, writes the code, that figures it all out, that can take away the dinosaur tail aspect of all of this. But the crypto industry itself needs to mature. This was something that happened, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. There was a post that I had seen, and it was about Hyperliquid, and Hyperliquid was going to, deny anybody that's using a VPN. And I was just like, wait, that's ridiculous. Come to find out it was a troll post. And like, my whole thing was like, no one will ever take our fucking industry serious if we think troll posts are like the best thing. And I know everybody wants to have fun and memes are great and all that shit, but that to me is one of the absolute like skid marks. We're gonna call it a fucking skid mark about this industry.
Well,
Is the
imagine
lack of maturity from most of the participants.
imagine the like a new person coming into crypto. There's so much fake news, so much like noise out there, and you're seeing posts like this and stuff like that. Like we need to really cater to, if you want mass adoption, we need to really cater to new people. We need to make products for everybody, and we need to make it very, very simple for people to get in, because it's going to be really easy to scare them away, because all of a sudden they get into the wrong project. It runs like, oh, well, this crypto shit sucks, and they're gone, right? And that's what happens a lot of in every cycle. You have a bunch of people that get in because of FOMO and emotions, and then they get rugged or their exit liquidity, and they're like, oh, this crypto thing's a scam, and then like now they're thinking in their head crypto's a scam, but like they only saw such a small part of crypto.
But again, usually it's the people who get in who don't quite understand it that might fall for something, and they get toasted and they will never want to come back. And that's, listen, again, the industry, the ecosystem will mature as time goes on. I think that I even saw somebody post something to the effect of that today, and it was a high level person saying, we're seeing crypto mature. We're seeing this Bitcoin ecosystem. Obviously, as time goes on, the longer that it goes on, the more mature it becomes as a financial industry. But I think, again, the participants, when you look at this, and I will specifically, let's speak to the NFT craze that happened a few years ago. You had a lot of people who that was their first experience with any kind of investing. They were using money that they probably shouldn't have been able to lose or any kind of stuff. And so you see a lot of crazy activity from some of the most. Anyway, I've gone on enough about this. Let's switch it out over. I'm gonna talk to my guy Ken for a second. What's up, Broken? What's up, my brother? How are you? How's Vegas, my guy?
Yo, GM, bro. Vegas is hot and dry.
Hell yeah. Speaking of hot, I know you guys are putting in so much work at the club. How are things going? I saw the video update. You got you're building offices for the members and stuff now. Like, tell me what is going on. You guys are doing so much. I'm excited. I'm so excited to get back there.
Dude, thank you, man. Yeah, I'm excited for you to come back to Vegas. Are you going to be here for Rare Evo next month?
So, from what I understand, y'all are hosting the Influencer Awards, and from what I've been told is that I'm going to be hosting, like emceeing them. So you should see me. Yes.
Oh shit, dude. Yes, exciting. Yeah, that's what's happening. Actually, just talked to Adam. Adam just messaged me this morning. It looks like I'm going to be fighting Grimace.
Whoa, are you serious?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Dropping some alpha right there. That's awesome. Well, definitely when I see you in Vegas, let's chat. That's cool, man. Good for you. I'm excited. I love how Crypto Fight Night, Karate Combat, Dirty Boxing, even all this stuff, all these leagues that are popping up and giving people like us the opportunity to showcase a different side that most people don't have, or don't want to have, whatever, right? But at the end of the day, we get healthy. We get healthy doing it, and it's so cool.
Yeah, I already did some push-ups and shit, dude. I ran a 5K the other day. Like, yeah, it's happening.
Let's go. Super excited for you.
But yeah, dude, the club's coming together. We just built those offices that you saw. It's for like, private meetings, or if somebody wanted to rent out office space in the club. We got like the whole green void area, which is like this green screen 360 area. We got like a indoor grass area. It's like 900 square feet of grass for like performance and platform area, and got a really cool like co-working, like hangout mingling space in the middle there too. And yeah, our opening day is August 2nd. So I don't know if you'll be here that early for Rare Evo, but Yeah, it'd be cool to have you out here on August 2nd.
The 10th, right?
Yeah, so I think the 6th, right? So yeah, it'd be if you could get here a few days early, you could be here for the grand opening.
All right. I'll shoot you a message. We'll figure that out for sure. Because I love,
Dude,
honestly,
we even have a party bus. Have you seen the party bus?
I was there the day you guys got the party bus, but I also see that you have a burger bus too, and that gets me excited.
Yeah.
And I'm in charge of them.
Yeah, I got Bobcat here. Bobcat's right next to me. We're doing some wake and bake dabs, and yeah, he's the guy in charge of our burger bus and the party bus.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. What's up, Bobcat? I like he's a
What's up, Jay? How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. Looking forward to getting back out there, seeing the clubs you guys are doing. You guys got tattoo. You got a tattoo. What's the deal with that? You got Bitcoin Cash tattoos that if you're a member, you get a free tattoo.
Yeah, so I met this guy who does tattoos, 00 tats, instead of 007, 00 tat. Like, loved the guy, had a whole like persona and everything, and like was just doing tattoos.
He was already doing certificates for his tattoos.
Yeah, every time somebody got a tattoo, he'd give them a certificate of like authenticity, saying like you got a tattoo from him, and it was like really cool. So I hired him to do the tattoo party during the shitcoin meetup that was like during the conference out there in Vegas. And I don't know, I asked him if he'd accept Bitcoin. He was hesitant, so I offered him 10% then over his original quote, and he said okay, fine. So I gave him his original plus 10% in Bitcoin, and we were just like talking while he was doing the tattoos for the party. And we just kind of like came up with the idea of like, well, there's DAOs out there that you could submit proposals to, and I bet they would like, somebody gave me money to get a tattoo. I got a Dash tattoo and Dash paid for it. I got a Decred tattoo. Now I have a Bitcoin Cash. All these tattoos people paid me to get. So like, why wouldn't they just like pay a tattoo artist to give them away for free? So he submitted a proposal to Bitcoin Cash asking for reimbursement for each Bitcoin Cash tattoo that he gives away for free. And he got approved for, I think, $4,200 a month for a salary to give away free tattoos. So the dude is making over $4,000 a month in salary from Bitcoin Cash just from submitting one proposal. We're about to hit up Litecoin, Dogecoin, and half the NFTs out there.
Shapeshift's in the works, right?
Shapeshift is in the works, yeah.
That's Web3, man, right there. That is so cool, especially because like we talk about this on the show. This is a developing industry. Like this is an emerging market. We are changing financial like landscape as we speak, and that's part of it, man. That's so cool. Congratulations to him. Congratulations to you guys. To Bitcoin Ben. I know all his successes putting these clubs together. I'm hopeful that Atlanta's going to be one of the next couple places to get a club. I know he's got a bank in Costa Rica or Puerto Rico?
No, El Salvador.
Yeah, El Salvador.
El Salvador. Okay.
And we also have a resort in El Salvador.
Man.
Yeah, so we have 7 clubs across the United States, as well as 1 resort in El Salvador with about 14 rooms, I believe. And there's an 8th club in the works with 1 spot left for an investor for Mar-a-Lago.
That's right. He was telling me about that. He said he was putting something in Mar-a-Lago. That's so cool. Good for him.
Yeah, dude. Fucking Ben's been killing it in the down low, and I think now he's about to start really, tooting his own horn, so to speak, as a trucker goes. He's about to be making some noise. All these dots are about to start connecting. Yeah, man. Seriously, like, I think he's been an underestimated influencer or KOL or whatever, advocate or whatever you want to call us. You know what I mean? Like, he's been so underappreciated. I think all of us are about to start really appreciating Ben.
That's awesome, man. Good for him. When you put your head down, you work hard, and I know that he has been working his ass off. We all came in around the same time, like to doing this content stuff and being in the circles and stuff. And I'll tell you what, man, watching several people's journey grow over the last number of years is so cool. Good for him. Good for you. And like, even having the ability to manage that spot and run that, I mean, that's an endeavor unto itself. Are you like on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you actually enjoy it? Because I feel like from the outside looking in, and I say outside looking in because I was there for the one party during shitcoin, but now I watch your update videos and what you're doing. I feel like you really, really love what you're doing right now. I know you got Sergey to come there and paint, do what you love, and it just makes sense, my guy.
Thank you. Yeah, man. It's a 10 out of 10 right now because I have Annalise here to help. So the BTC queen is putting in the work.
She wants to get a fight too, doesn't she?
For sure. Yeah, I think she is going to fight somebody in Singapore with me. So I think she's coming with me.
Aren't you fighting too, Jay?
No, I think not in Singapore. I think
Okay.
the fight that we're going to line up we'll do later in the year. I might have some work that I've got to go to Singapore instead of fighting this time. So that would,
Okay.
I'll be there.
Ken might need a corner guy.
75%.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I'm going to have to spar with you when you're out here for Rare Evo, Jay. I need to get these hands working.
Let's go.
Plus you've already fought with him.
Yeah, exactly.
We can go.
Is there something you can do?
Go see some friends that are in the biz.
Well, Keith Berry is supposed to be his trainer.
Who is?
Keith.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay, I was gonna tell you. We'll go see Keith. Now, Keith and Eric are good friends, just so you know. But Keith is a fucking man, and he is so awesome, and he knows exactly what he's doing, and that is a great person to do some training with. But yeah,
I can see Keith yelling like.
Huh?
I could see Keith yelling at me like, smoke, push up, inhale, hold it, exhale, push up.
Can you give yourself some handicap, and then maybe that boy will fight you, Che?
Say what's that?
Can you give yourself some kind of handicap, and then maybe BitBoy will fight you? Can we set that up?
Tie one arm behind my back, and I'll still fucking knock him out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Isn't he still in jail though?
No, he's out.
Well, break him out and fight him. That's why I followed you, Jay. I don't really know you yet, but I just saw you standing up against BitBoy, so I followed you.
Appreciate you.
In case, yep.
Listen,
I don't know what your history is with him.
I'm shit for the space, but he also did some you guys have heard me. I'll say this one time. He said some of the nastiest shit you could ever fucking imagine about my wife and my daughter. And if I ever see him again, I don't care what he did for the space and how many people love him and how many people want to kiss him and hug him and whatever. If I see him, even if there's a cop standing next to me, I'm going to knock his fucking ass out. If you see this, Ben, fuck you.
Yo, I'm going to bail your ass out too.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'll throw in $10. I'm pretty broke, but I'll throw it in.
Yeah, a little
for sure.
Crowdfund my bail money. I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, well,
For
if it
sure.
happens in Vegas, I found a Vegas bail bondsman that does Bitcoin, so I got you.
Oh, dude, we'll just go to Johnny's. We'll go to the nerd bar, and we'll just get in the ring.
So yeah, I don't know what he said or why you guys beefed or whatever. I don't really care. I'm sure he's a dork and was just being an idiot. But I mean, why do you even say like he's done so much for the space? Because what I wanted to ask you about is why anybody tolerates this clown and gives him any credibility. I think it's a sign of how idiotic people are and how pathetic this space is. I don't know that much about him, but all I've done is I've seen him around being a clown, and mostly I've seen that what's that cat Zach BT or whatever his name is, the investigator extraordinaire of crypto, and he would like lay out all of these great threads detailing meticulously all of the shit that this idiot has wrought. So as far as I could tell, his whole thing was just getting a following through YouTube or whatever it is, and then just pump and dumping, micro caps on his fans. It seems like he did. That's what this guy said that, proved that he did repeatedly. So I don't see why anybody says a kind word, especially if you're mad at him about, saying disparaging things about your family, whatever. So why even, why does anybody give him? Am I wrong? I mean, is he not like a serial scammer? Because that's what it seems
like Andy. Andy's the shit. Yeah, I just gave you a follow, bro, because you have we have the same fucking feelings here. I haven't been able to put them into words, but dude, yeah, man, I like Andy.
Got to follow back from me too.
Sorry, Jay.
Cheers. I mean, appreciate it. But I mean, you know what I'm saying. I mean, you know what I'm saying, Jay, and everyone, why, you know what I mean? Am I wrong? Was he not like a serial scammer and pump and dumper on his followers?
I think a lot of people probably made some good money, and so maybe that's
okay.
At the end of the day, that's all you could say, probably. And you're right. You're
Okay.
right.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah. It's again. You go back to you know. I don't know what's the best way to say this. Don't meet your heroes or whatever, right?
Dude, you know what's so funny? You say that don't meet your heroes, and literally that I met BitBoy at Futurist, and not even 2 weeks later, the whole shit happened with the company and everything. So literally, don't meet your heroes.
But was he your hero, really,
No.
Mike?
No.
Ever?
No, I just found it ironic.
You know what I mean? Like,
I watched him in the space, like when I was getting in, like learning about other platforms. So I watched him a lot, but it was funny that like literally I met him and 2 weeks later, the whole shit happened.
yeah, that's true. That's funny.
Carrie, we got to talk.
What
Our
up?
worlds are coming together.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just been up here hanging out, listening to you guys. I like Andy, what he had to say. So I've been just like, laying back and chilling, and Ken's cool. I don't know that I got to give him a follow too. Yep, now following.
Well, Ken's the homie.
There we go.
Ken's the homie for sure.
Shitcoin University. I like the sound of that.
Where is-
Shitcoin University.
Where is?
Yeah, man, I'm all about the shitcoin.
Yeah, some real degen shit in here today. I like it. So we were talking about you were talking about low cap gems, I guess, weren't you? Is that what you were talking about in at the very beginning of the show?
Everybody loves the major.
I know. I love Bitcoin. We all know that.
Stuff?
It's no big secret. So you want to know some obscure shit that I just made some money off of the other day, and I've plugged this one before, XYO. So I just watched that one go from it was I had $250 that I had cashed out of the app, and I added it was down I cashed out 300. It went down to 250. I added another $200, and it spiked. Now I don't know, it's up by hundreds of dollars. So that one for me has always been a good swing, and not a swing trade. I'm talking about a swing spot buy, hold, sit, wait for a couple weeks. It might go down a bit more. You might want to pick some more up while it's down, and then pop. It just pops hard for some reason. I don't know why, but it's one of those ones that just fucking rips. And you're and now I'm up hundreds. I took profits on it. I'm good. I didn't need to fuck with my Bitcoin. I didn't need to touch anything else. All my Solana is still staked and making me more money. But this XYO thing is just a little terror. And it goes up and down like a fucking clockwork almost. And you can make some good money off of it. If you're a trader, I think you could make even more money off of it. I think. I don't know because I'm not a trader. But, if Mike wanted to take a hack at swing trading this motherfucker, I think you might be able to actually make some good, or if JASMY, you want to take a look at this one online. Mike's got his hand up. Sorry.
I'm out.
Oh, are you out? Okay, good man. I'm so happy to hear that, dude. I'm not happy to hear that you lost it all. Holy shit! That's why?
Well, no, just the trading account, over time. So what I would do.
Oh, okay. The trading account. Yeah.
Let's take profits. I'd slide the profits over. So I never really wanted to trade keep more than $1,000 in my trade account because I know who I am and what I do, right? And so
house money
stuff over, taking the profits, and then I think on one of the big dips, I went all in, a little too heavy on the leverage, and got smoked out, and that was it. And like I said to myself, that's the end of the trade until we build up another trading account or whatever. That's it, man. Now we sit and wait.
Yeah, no, that's smart, dude. That's smart. And yeah, just hold your bags. This isn't really the time to be trading anyways, right? We've seen so much sideways action. I been watching the 5-minute or like sorry, the 15-minute and the 10-second chart. Just because I like the app. 10-second, yeah.
That's cool. I love that.
I've got it up on my wall right now. It's a 10-second chart on top and a 15-minute on the bottom, and it just rips along. You know what I mean? Like, I just love to see the movement, like the constant movement and the patterns in the micro. You know what I mean? Because nobody looks at the micro ever, and it seems like, well, exactly, right? Like for some reason, I just love the movement of the chart. It's like hypnotizes me, and I begin to see patterns. And then when you combine the micro charts with the macro charts, like, because I'm always zooming out on my phone, so like I'm watching these micro charts on my wall, and then I'm zooming out on my phone and looking for more patterns. And that's the best way, I think, to find the right patterns, so that you can make quick trades if you want to do that, you know. But even it's like, I know when like shit is like starting to fall, right, before other people, because they're watching 4-hour charts. They don't know when shit is starting to fall, like, right, where I'm watching these like micro bubbles, and they're like going down to, like, I can see when is the time,
right,
like within the 15-minute.
Well, there is,
okay.
There is something to be said about, some of the different, and what everybody's, your strategy is a little bit different, but there is something to be said about using different time frames that might front run the more standard time frames, right? Like, a lot of people use the 48-minute, but if you use a 45-minute or a 43-minute, like you do a custom, you're going to be able to understand what's happening just a few minutes before the other people that are running the full time frames and stuff. So, Mike, what you got, brother?
All right. Bitcoin spot trading, man. That's where it's at. No liquidations. Bitcoin is up only eventually, like over time. So just catch the waves, man. That's what I've been doing. And it's
catch the
you
taste.
build it up. That's it. You catch a couple $100 here and there, and just over time, like, you don't lose a trade because you never lose money. You're not buying. You're keeping the same dollar value, but maybe you have a little bit less BTC because maybe you miss a move, but like, you can still grow that dollar value and then grow. Once we start having a bear market, you're going to have way more BTC in the future. So that's what I've been doing, because I don't want to fuck around with liquidations and all that, because I don't think I'm good enough to be able to get to a point where I'm not going to get liquidated. So, but spot trading, if you miss it, you're just a long-term holder.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you on that. And here's the deal. It's like, as just a small time, and that's what we are, all of us, right? We would be considered small time retail traders. We cannot compete with the bots, with the professionals, with the algorithms, all that kind of stuff. And you could be looking at the chart and things are looking primed, ready to roll. And then all of a sudden somebody says, let's trigger a liquidation event. And that's nothing. You don't see those coming. That shit's just bullshit. And then, so you're right. It's as a small time trader, it's very hard to compete against that. Now, that doesn't mean that it's not doable. And yeah, wins, and people win and they take wins. You've seen me post on my timeline and all that, the P&L sheets and all that shit. Yeah, you can win and you can win trades. But I think overall, I would say the market that we had from December up until April was trash, and we all know that. And the volatility can shake you out. Once we get to the parabolic phase, everybody's a trader. Everybody's a pro trader. But you inherently that that's not your skill set. The spot buy, the Bitcoin spot buy, I feel like at some point that's going to be the shift. How much Bitcoin do we all want to stack? Because that's what the nation. Now, anyway, I know we got some other people that want to talk. I could just talk forever and ever. But I see we got Satoshi's bride in the crowd. What's up?
Well, hey, JC. Hey, Canadian. And hey, Bozak. And Carrie. Everyone, hello. And I'm happy to be here. I'm grateful. And I want to talk about, I'm not a trader. And I say that with joy as much as I say that with pain and shame. Like, how can I just hang around degenerate traders all day long and then not do anything? But that being said, I do I follow my own way, with like infrastructure. And then, yeah. So I kind of more of a conviction play trader, I guess. And I put my time and energy into like building for the protocol or getting the airdrops. I'm not so efficient at that, but yeah, it's cool. And thanks for having me up.
Absolutely. All right. So today it's a builders and bags. This is I've shifted my mindset instead of chill and chill and let's do those kind of shows. Builders and bags, same ethos. It's what are you interested in? What projects, NFT wise or coins are you looking at? And so Satoshi's Pride, what are you looking at right now that might be considered a little bit smaller, not adding to your Bitcoin or Ethereum or Solana, XRP, stuff like that? What are some of the smaller things you're doing? Again, could be coins or it could even be NFTs. I feel like at some point very soon, we potentially could get back into another cycle of NFTs. And I feel like that's where the retail is going to spend some of their time.
Okay, there's a lot in there,
Yes.
but gunshot to my head, I would say, as much as I don't want to say it out loud, I guess just like launching anything on Solana is like, okay, like they have, I really feel like the star of this season was Phantom. Like Phantom just got in there, right? It was like, was it 2 years ago they launched and they were just the best, nice color, smooth user experience. And then bam, they're like adding all the other chains or the best user experience. They're easy. And I think that's the mentality, especially people who are like cypherpunks. Like that's not the retail reality right now. So I guess Solana, I mean, who is going to be the winner of the move languages like Sui, Aptos, and that crew? I don't know, but I'm seeing a lot of smart folks working on that move and those. But I kind of just like Starknet. They're not an NFT community. They don't do any of that, but their brains. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah. I like that.
Starknet.
Sui, what's the does anybody know how's the ecosystem on Sui? I know for like when it launched and
Sui is great,
was
dude.
like absolutely going ripping. They started doing like
It's fast
and all that stuff. Do they have NFTs? What's that like?
Yeah.
Anybody know?
They're starting to bring out memes. They're starting to bring out NFTs. They're fast as fuck. It's like, like people are saying that it's the new Solana competitor. So as a layer one, like I like it. I hold Sui, not as much as I'd like to. That's probably another smaller bag that I would add to, although its market cap is growing so fast that I don't consider it a smaller bag anymore. Like, you know what I mean? Like XYO is a small bag. Like that's like not a small bag. I mean a whole lot of it, but it's a micro cap. Whereas like Sui is no longer a micro cap like Jim anymore, or whatever you want to call it, right? But it's a good play still. I think at like whatever it is, $5 Canadian. It's still like not a bad play. I don't know. I've just got other things in my bag that are like a little more like reckless, like Cash. That one I really like. Like, you know what I mean? Like Osmosis, best Dex basically ever. And it's like, can't seem to catch a break. So
I gotta find the post from yesterday. You talk about Osmosis and it reminds me of Cosmos. And then what was it? Ondo acquired Strangelove Labs.
oh yeah, I was looking at that earlier this morning. So Strangelove is like okay, so let me pull it up. Something to do with IBC, so the interblockchain communications. And
Really
what
quick,
are they? They're like a validator.
You did say
Yeah.
IBC, and I know that there was a little bit of confusion on the
Yeah.
this morning. For anyone else, we're not talking about IBC the root beer. As much as we all love IBC root beer, even they're owned by Dr. Pepper now because IBC went out of business. And Dr. Pepper bought them back.
What? Dr. Pepper's owned by Pepsi, bro.
Really?
Yeah. Look it up. Look on the side of a bottle of Dr. Pepper. It's like owned by Pepsi Corporation or whatever. So I don't know. We don't have that. What do you call it? IBC. I can't even remember the name of it, and we're like talking about. I can't remember. We don't have IBC IBC root beer in Canada that I know of, unless you go into like some small pop shop maybe.
Okay,
But
so this is what
so
it
she's
says.
got his hand up. Or her hand up,
IBC
sorry.
Root Beer is an American brand of root beer now owned by Keurig Dr. Pepper. It was originally owned by IBC until it went out of business. So Keurig Dr. Pepper is another company that is Coke owned.
What?
Now we gotta look at this one.
Fantastic.
All right, Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Okay, this might sound crazy, but what if we launch a Dr. Pepper meme thing on Cosmos, and it's kind of in reference to this, and it's just
Oh
it's
my
just
gosh.
the root beer float. What do you
Oh
think?
my goodness, a root beer float meme on Cosmos. That could be dangerous.
Who doesn't like root
I haven't
beer
had a good
float?
root beer float in years.
Whoa, you guys
We
own
gotta do that. Roller
the Keurig Dr. Pepper. They got Squirt. They got Mr. and Mrs. T.
What do you mean they own it all?
Remix. Hawaiian.
What?
Who's
These
the family?
monsters.
Let's make them board members. Let's send them coin.
Do that. Official honorary members of the board of our IBC root beer committee.
Oh, they're gonna be fuck that.
Yeah.
They'll be official sponsors of the board, man. They're gonna be like,
Of course.
hanging out.
Just drop me off in front of their house.
Big
I'll get
time.
myself in. We'll get
Lifetime
sponsored.
supply
Easy.
of root beer.
Easy. Yes. Oh yeah. It'll be the sober choice. Root beer at your
you
next
guys have heard
crypto
me say
party.
this. I do this quite often, especially in our house. Well, I'm always trying to make my own version of things because I like the healthier way to do that. And so I feel like
Oh my god.
I got to make my own root beer.
You're gonna make
That
your
sounds
own
like a
root
great
beer.
idea. It sounds like you have a lot of domestic skills. How'd you learn all those domestic skills? Did you grow up with sisters?
No, he's got a daughter and a pretty cool wife. And yeah, you have sisters, don't you?
Yes, I mean, yes. And the answer to that is yes. But I was also a chef, and I had my come up in restaurants and bars and all that stuff. And so I was a chef for many, many years before I went full time in the crypto world. So if you need something cooked, chances are I can make it. Except for we learned. I tried to actually develop my own recipe. This is, oh geez, the day ones will know this one. I tried to make my own stone ground mustard one day, and it turned into basically a mustard patty, and it was the grossest thing I've ever had in my life.
Wow. Well, don't bring mustard over to our root beer float meme house. Okay.
I know.
No, I
But
just
I
gagged
think so.
a little.
We're really excited about some homemade mustard, but I can tell you, it's not good. There are.
Oh, I'm excited about homemade mustard.
How about we do kimchi, guys? I'll handle the kimchi. Then what are you gonna do?
Eat the shit out of it. We make these
Okay.
tofu tacos, where we just bread them in cornflakes and bake them, and then throw them on a tortilla with. We will eat like an entire jar or bag of kimchi in one sitting. I didn't know that I loved that stuff so much. I freaking love spicy kimchi so. So if you can make it.
Okay, do you live anywhere near an H Mart? Okay, on my way over to the kitchen, I need to hit up a H Mart that has all the raw ingredients that we need and the right kind of Napa cabbage and all that.
Nice.
So we need to find that.
We had
That's
an H Mart
key and fundamental.
outside of our in our town growing up. We had an H Mart, and I would tell you, as a kid, because it's a different style. In case you guys don't know, it's a very Asian-centric grocery store, and so the fish market is probably the largest attraction there, and it fucking smells. The entire store smells like a fish store, but like a rotten fish store. But the fish.
Wow, it sounds like my dreams come true. Really, really.
Sounds like
When I'm in an H Mart, my life is going well.
Where is that? Seattle. Or is that San Francisco?
Oh, San Francisco's not fun, unfortunately. Anyways, yeah,
Smells like
cool. Kimchi, let's go. Fermented things.
Yeah.
are good for us.
Kimchi. No more Florida whorehouses for you,
Hey,
Jay.
I'm telling you, you guys, if you got belly issues, if you've got some bloating, if you got some issues with your tummy, eat some more fermented foods like kimchi. It'll help you.
Yeah, your bowels will thank you for that. That's an absolute fact.
And yogurt.
Well, you know what they say: beans, the magic of fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot.
I said my daughter's 4, and I sing that to her, and she starts laughing. But then you got to do the second verse. The second verse is beans. Oh no.
Oh wait, I can't remember it either. Damn, I was right with you. It's like something about the more you eat.
No, beans are a work of art.
Work of art.
Listen, we've gone off the rails. It's probably time.
I'm dying, sir. I'm sorry. Yeah, what time is it? 10:52.
Close enough. I feel like a teacher.
And we're free falling right now.
Crypto is, or the show is. The chart on the show. Yeah, we all got liquidated right now. I am the substitute teacher. I filled in for the more you toot, the better you feel. So eat your beans with every meal. Thank you, Corey.
That's the one. That's the motherfucker right there. Okay, thank you. Now, because I was gonna be Googling that as soon as. Yeah. Whew. That was good.
Be back here. Hopefully, one of these days you come back up on stage and chit chat with us. But tell you what, man, our executive producer of the show on a little bit of a hiatus, but his first day back, bringing the heat. I appreciate you, my dude. All right, I'm going to say this now for the third time because I have failed to finish my sentence every time. I am the substitute teacher filling in for JChains today, and with that being said, I've got to go make a stop at the art department to go speak to the art teacher, to go do things in the art room with the rest of the art teachers. So that being said, you are free to go. I know you got a few minutes, so hit the bathroom, hit the vending machines, the water machine, whatever it is. Go fill your coffee up. Go fill your water bottle up. Make sure you're using a reusable bottle, and then use Mugshot or Bubbles. Get into the Be Better DAO ecosystem. We will be back tomorrow with Cleanify, 10 a.m., talking about cleaning up the planet. I'm probably going to do a little bit of something today in anticipation of that show tomorrow. We've got plenty of trash in our local area that we could go clean some up and just show you guys how freaking easy it is to do these things that are just really everyday tasks. I know going outside of your house and cleaning up trash is not something we do every day, but it is an easy thing to do, and you can get rewarded for doing it. So, all right, tomorrow we'll be back. Does anybody on the speaker panel have anything to say as a parting word before we get out of here?
Yeah, I enjoy the. Okay, you go ahead.
Go ahead, Ken.
I was just gonna tell everybody, if you're not buying Bitcoin, that's fine. Just find a way to earn it. There's always a DAO out there somewhere that will, hire you to do something that you probably already do out in the real world, 9 to 5, or something that you do as a hobby. So yeah, just earn some crypto today. Figure it out. Maybe go to Pizza DAO and throw a pizza party. They'll give you some crypto to do that. You can do anything in this space and earn crypto doing it. So earn some crypto today.
There it is. Earn some crypto. In the wise words of Ken. Now, Ken, and in case you guys don't know this, Ken has been like full-time living on crypto for a long time. This dude knows exactly what he's talking about. Hit him up. I always say this, and here's the deal. Everybody should tap on, you should always tap on someone else's PFP when you come into this show, because the whole idea of growing our networks, our community, is the most important thing that we can all do. It's all part of the 1% better anyway. So find someone, if you like the way their PFP looks, or if you want to get to know them, tap on their face, give them a follow, shoot them a DM, or send them a message on one of their posts if you can't DM them, and try to connect. Every day we're building our networks up bigger and better. And guess what? Pretty soon, WAGMY. We're all going to make it. So, all right. I love you guys. That is it.
Follow in person today.
What's that?
Have fun at the fart department.
Okay, climb every mountain or don't. It's your choice.
Every mountain you don't climb, you never know what's on top of it or what's on the other side of it.
Oh, I like that. Like that
meme of the guys who are tunneling looking for diamonds, and the one guy, he's this close and he turns around. And there's the one guy who's just going to keep on going because he knows what's at the end of that tunnel. So the end of your tunnel is greatness. Do what you can to become great. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Let's go.